We have been seeing in the past few shlokas, Adi Shankaracharya started describing how from Agnya Chakra, the seat of the mind, in the middle of the eyebrows, down towards Vishuddhi, the place of Akasha, the space or the etheric element, down towards Anahata Chakra at the heart, which pertains to the wind element, and below that, so mind, space, wind, no confusions there, but below that at the navel there is Manipuraka, below that at the genital organ there is Svadhisthana. Water element and fire element, both water and fire have an interplay there, and we saw how Manipuraka can correspond to both fire when it comes to digestive fire or water element. We'll see, look at how Manipuraka can also correspond to water element in this shloka. Between Manipuraka and Svadhisthana, there is an interplay of water and fire. This is what we understood in the previous explanation of the 39th shloka. And then below that at Muladhara for the 41st shloka, it is the earth element. You see, from the densest to the subtlest, physically along the spine, there is a clear progression. There is a sequence that is happening. And even at Muladhara, the earth element, there is no confusion there. But only at Manipuraka versus Svadhisthana, the navel energy center versus the genital organ energy center, there is an interplay of water and fire elements. We will look at this image once again after we understand the shloka. So before we go to the chant of the shloka and the words in it, we'll also quickly look at the prayoga, the practical application aspect of this shloka, where a sadhana is prescribed, where one can chant this shloka for 1000 times internally, facing east for a period of 45 days, offering a naivedya of madhu, which is honey, kshiranam, which is rice cooked in milk, and tambulam, the bitter leaf. It's not that the deity will come and eat, we've been looking at this. It is so that whatever sadhana is being done enriches, energizes our own physiology in a specific direction, that we offer these naivedya and consume it ourselves. The siddhi that pertains to this shloka, the supernatural or very natural within our human capabilities power that is associated with the prayoga of this shloka is bhavishyat darshanam, which it's not soothsaying, it's not it's not some kind of trickery. It is the technical term that the West has come up in English language is there is knowledge, there is foreknowledge of something or pre-science. So there is conscience, there is prescience, or people know things, can predict things before they occur. That is the siddhi of this shloka. And here is the bija, is the yantra and the bija mantra that correspond to this prayoga of this shloka. This is presented just so that we are aware of the deeper tantric significance of each shloka, as we understand, of course, the lyrical beauty of it and the imagery of it. We'll come to that now. I'll first chant it. You can listen to it as you follow the words along. Then we'll split it word by word. You can follow the words after me. Then at the end, we'll do the chant together. Tatitvantam shaktya timira paripanthe sphuranaya स्फुरन्नानारत्नाभरण परिणद्धेन्द्रधनुषं तव श्यामं मेघं कमपि मणिपूरैकशरणं निषेवे वर्षन्तं हरमिहिरतप्तं त्रिभुवनम्. Now please repeat the individual words after me. The first word here is Tatitvantam. 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 The next word is Shaktya. The next long compound word is Timira Paripanthi Sphuranaya. Make sure that you are not pronouncing it as Sphurana. There is no fa as an individual letter in Sanskrit language. It is Sphurana. And the na after it is na sound. It's not Sphuranaya. Sphuranaya. Timira Paripanthi Sphuranaya. Even the tha is a Mahaprana sound. Paripanthi, not Paripanthi. Timira Paripanthi Sphuranaya. The second line is just one big compound word. I'll pronounce it slowly. Please repeat it exactly like that after me. Sphuran Nana Ratna Bharana Parina Dhendra Dhanusham. The individual words inside this big word is Sphurat Nana Ratna Abharana Parinadha Indra Dhanusham. When you put them all together, it becomes, try it very, very slowly. Sphuran Nana Ratna Bharana Parinadhendra Dhanusham. If you have any problems pronouncing this, you can rewind this part once this comes out as a separate video and practice it a couple of times. Or you can come on Zoom and we'll have those corrections there. The next one is Tava Shyamam Megham. It is Megham. The kha also has to be a Mahaprana sound. Kamapi Manipuraika Sharanam. Manipura Eka Sharanam. Coming together becomes Manipuraika Sharanam. This is Nisheve Varshantam Hara Mihira Taptam Tribhuvanam. We'll do it line by line. Tatitvantam Shaktya Timira Paripanthi Sphuranaya Sphuran Nana Ratna Bharana Parinadhendra Dhanusham Tava Shyamam Megham Kamapi Manipuraika Sharanam Nisheve Varshantam Hara Mihira Taptam Tribhuvanam. Now, to understand the words of this shloka, we reorganize them into this layer-wise arrangement. Most of you are already familiar with this. Here we reorganize the words in such a way that the main idea is conveyed here. All the other words of the shloka that support this are layered one level below this. If there are more words that support this, they are layered one level below, and so on. So all these words support this. So they are stacked here. And whatever other words that support these words are stacked one level below them, and so on. So the main word to understand in the whole shloka is Nisheve. Now we have been seeing that Bhaje, Aham, Namami. For all of that, roughly we have just been using the English translation word, I worship. Nisheve also is used in the similar context, but it is not in the same meaning as Manye or Bhaje or Namami. So each of them has a specific distinction and nuance. Nisheve, that Nisheva, Nishevanam, is used more in a context of a sadhana or a practice. I not just worship, but I work upon, I practice, I apply myself in sadhana. I do the sadhana of. That is where this Nisheva word is from. I perform a sadhana on what? Kamapi Shyamam Megham. Even the word Kamapi, the literal English translation for Kamapi is whichever, but it is not the same whichever as whichever in English, but upon that one such, wo koi, adedo, like that in Indic languages. That one particular is Kamapi, Shyamam Megham. Shyama is dark, Megha is a cloud. So I worship or practice or do sadhana upon not just a dark cloud, but that one such dark cloud. And that word Kamapi adds a qualifier that it is not a literal meaning, but it is something more metaphorical. So how is that dark cloud? Tatitvantam. Tatit is lightning. Vantam is that which is filled with lightning. That dark cloud which is filled with lightning, I do my sadhana upon that. How is that lightning? That is described in the layer, that is the child layer of Tatitvantam. Timira Paripanthi Sphuranaya Shaktya Tatitvantam. Shaktya is with that energy. Shakti energy. Shaktya, with that energy, it is filled with lightning. What kind of energy? Timira Paripanthi Sphuranaya. Spurana is that which resembles, that which brings to our mind. What does it bring to our mind? Timira Paripanthi. Timira is darkness. Paripanthi is an enemy, the one who dispels it. So Timira Paripanthi is another name for the sun. So, and also that which dispels that lightning, the darkness, that which is bright and brilliant. So with that kind of an energy of the sun that dispels darkness, filled with that kind of energy of the lightning, I perform that sadhana on that one such dark cloud. How else is that dark cloud? Varshantam. It is showering down. It is pouring down rain. Where is it pouring down rain? Hara Mihira Taptam Tribhuvanam Varshantam. It is offering that Varsha on the Tribhuvana, 3 worlds. 3 worlds. How are those 3 worlds? Hara Mihira Taptam. Taptam is from Tapa, which means heat, tapas. By what is that heated up by? What is that burnt or heated up by? Hara Mihira. Mihira is another name for a sun like Bhanu, Bhaskara. There is Mihira. Hara Mihira is the sun like Hara or Shiva, one of the forms of Shiva which is intense. By that kind of radiant Shiva's heat, as the 3 worlds burn up, this is a cloud that is pouring down rain upon those 3 worlds. We'll come to the metaphorical aspects of it. Right now we'll just look at how it is poetically describing, how Adi Shankaracharya is describing that cloud upon which he's doing that sadhana. How else is that dark cloud? Indradhanusham. It has a rainbow. Indradhanush is, most of you know who know Indic languages. Indradhanusham is that dark cloud also is forming a rainbow. How is that rainbow? Sphurat, shining, Nana Ratna, various kinds of Ratna jewels, rough translation. Abharana, ornaments. Parinadha, bedecked or ornamented, wearing. So this Indradhanusha, this rainbow that is there at that dark cloud, is like, it looks like it has been ornamented by various kinds of jewels. Tava Manipura Eka Sharanam. Where is that Shama Megham? It is at Tava, your Manipura Eka Sharanam. Sharana is, it takes refuge, it resides at your Manipuraka alone. And who is he addressing this to? Of course, the goddess. So this is a description of the nature of energy of the goddess's Manipuraka chakra. Because it corresponds to the water element, and it is in the sequence of Srishti Krama and not Samhara or Laya Krama of dissolution, but the process of creation. It is described as being filled with water, being dark cloud, filled with energy, then lightning. It is showering down rain. And what kind of rain? Where is it showering down upon? Upon the three worlds, the three chakras or the energy centers below, Manipuraka, Swadhisthana and Mooladhara below, which are burnt up by the tapas of Shiva. As the energy there, the Kundalini energy there, the innate life energy at Mooladhara, the base chakra, is agitated, and with that heat rises up. This Manipuraka is now showering down rain upon that burnt up three worlds, and also is shown to be bedecked with various kinds of ornaments and bejeweled ornaments, which are metaphors for different kinds of acquisitions, different kinds of powers, different kinds of wealths one gets in the process of sadhana, in the process of creation, in the process of accumulation and growth. So, Tatitvantam Shaktya Timira Paripanthi Sphuranaya Sphurat Nana Ratna Abharana Parinadha Indradhanusham Tava Shyamam Megham Kamapi Manipuraika Sharanam Nisheve Varshantam Haramihira Tribhuvanam. This is how the shloka is formed from these words. I hope the meaning of this is clear, and the metaphors. So with that, these word meanings in our minds, we'll chant this shloka one more time. Tatitvantam Shaktya Timira Paripanthe Sphuranaya Sphurannana Ratnabharana Parinadhendradhanusham Tava Shyamam Megham Kamapi Manipuraika Sharanam Nisheve Varshantam Haramihira Tribhuvanam.